gracious. Hey Siri, open YouTube.
Go to Patrick CC. Button.
Bop, 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 to the top. Oh my. Oh snap. Okay. Hi, welcome to my channel. Let's see. You already know the deal. If you're in here, say hi. If you're in here, say hi. And tell me how you're doing. And where you're from. Oh, pudgy today. As always. You know, it takes me like 10 years to get to my live, so just say hi. Hi. And now I exit out and come back again. Hey Siri, open YouTube. Small town America is not what they expect. I kind of want to watch that. Video. I'm about to select that video quick. Just so I can have it in my history. I got to let it play for a little bit so I can have it in my history. So when I come back, I can watch that later. Sometimes I like watching British people. Well, this guy is a big guy. We got to like American things. And I'm like, I learn about British things a little bit from that. One British guy, when he's reacting to American things. And I'm like, are you really fascinated with that American thing? Alright, now let's go find my live. I got sidetracked for a minute. Alright, let's go into my live now because I found it. And let's see, make sure I'm even live. Let's make sure I'm even live in here. Now let's see if I got any people saying hi. Oh my gosh, nobody said hi. Say hi. Oh, okay, somebody did say hi. Who is that? Parrot 83 out? How do you say that? Sorry, I'm blind and I'm deaf. I use these headphones to read you guys, listen to you guys' comments. Cap S-A-R. Sarah. Sarah said hey. I think that's your name. Let me pause my video so I don't have to hear myself. And I can probably be able to navigate the comments better when my video is actual. So let me pause this video. Okay, now let me go see if I got any comments so I can go. Yeah, so Sarah said hi. Is that the only one that said hi? Yeah, only Sarah said hi. How are you, Sarah, if you're even still there? Today I'm in an okay mood. I'm okay. I'm on the up and down. Because today is my last day of my raw food challenge. It's the 21st day, the 21st day of my raw food of just eating raw fruits and veggies, nothing cooked. I want some warm food TMI, but I don't care. I say TMI things all the time if that's not what you like. I don't know what to tell you, but it's just real life, okay? Anyway, so I'm blind. If you don't know who I am, I'm blind. I've been blind for 4 years, 2 years completely blind. I always gotta give this spiel because, I got new people coming in. They don't know me. I'm blackout, by the way. My talent called being blackout. And it's just about me being, navigating my disabilities. I have dual disabilities. I'm blind, like I just explained, and I'm deaf. I wear hearing aids to hear. I've been pretty much deaf all my life, hard of hearing, gradually losing my hearing over time. And if you decide you come to like me, watch my video for a little bit, hang out with me, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you decide you really like me, then hit the subscribe button. Maybe watch out like a few of my videos, then really decide you want to subscribe or not. But I do talk about my faith sometimes. I talk about God and things. I'm not shy about that because God brought me a long way. I talk about my disabilities. I talk about my writing. I am an experienced author, so I talk about that sometimes. I haven't really spoke about that on my live too often recently. I was doing like a Write With Me live thing, but I don't think that really vibes too well, although I do like doing it sometimes because it gets me in the mood. Because right now I hit a little roadblock, a writer's block, if you will, in writing my book. But I am myself to, by this time next year, to be a self-published author and to write my first ever novel, like to finish it, at least the first bullet to drop by the end of this year, and then by this time next year to be like have it published, to go through that whole process, learning that whole thing on my own pretty much, just like I'm learning YouTube and trying to learn edit and all these things on my own. It's a lot of things for me to learn, especially while I'm a newly blind person, so it's a lot of new skills I have to learn and learn how to do things in a new way, and that's what I'm doing on my YouTube, okay? So let's see if I have any comments. Just see, make sure I don't like ignore anybody. Hi, Judge Jorgensen. How are you, Judge Jorgensen? I hope you are well today. What time is it? What time is it? Is it 3? And let me know where you're at. Where are you from and all those things. And don't forget to like, don't be stingy with your likes, okay? But don't just like and leave, stay for a couple minutes. Say something to me, say hey, tell me where you're from, ask a question, let's have a chat. I'm just trying to see if it's past 3. Just about to hit 3. So I'm on time. I always come on a little bit earlier than the time that I say. Just a little bit. Okay, well, if no one wants to say anything, I'm going to, hold on. Did I accidentally? Oh. Hi. Oh. Oh, okay. I just gotta do this real quick because I got lost in a sauce. I got lost in a menu just now. Hey Siri, open YouTube. Hey Siri, open YouTube. I accidentally opened up some type of menu and I didn't know how to get out of that menu. It didn't have an exit button. Trevor Noah. I like Trevor Noah's first sitcom they had on Netflix. After that, I didn't like Trevor Noah's not really that funny. To me, he's not my type of humor. But I did like that first one. I thought that was hilarious. I'm just trying to find my way back to this alive. I don't want to order now. I don't want it. Okay, there we go. Finally, I was like, it keeps trying to make me order something from some place. I don't want it. But today is my last day, so tomorrow I get to some cooked food, and I plan on having a delicious vegan burger, vegetarian burger, or not vegetarian, vegan burger, veggie burger, whatever you want to call it. Not none of the fake meat type of stuff, although I used to like Beyond Burger. And one second, I used to hold on one second. Okay, just have to pause there real quick. I was trying to pause it, but yeah. Beyond Burger was good. Impossible Burger was alright, but I like Beyond Burger better. But then I was like, I don't want to eat fake meat made in the lab. Like that's just I didn't want to trade in something one thing healthy for another thing that was super unhealthy. That was just fake and synthetic and it just all kinds of other things. I don't know what they put in it. But then I heard that they revamped their ingredients list recently. Hi Joel. Hold on a second. Matilda Jumba, hi. Yao 26, hello. Yeah, because I really want a burger. I'm gonna have a burger tomorrow. I'm so excited. But it's gonna be a veggie burger, and it's gonna have some like vegan cheese. Hopefully, everything I got is soy free. I think I tried to make sure it was soy free, and it's just gonna be so delicious to me. I want a lot of, I want the soups and all stuff. But I'm starting with a burger and some fries. Sweet potato fries. I really love some sweet potato fries. Sweet potato fries. Especially like the white sweet potatoes. Have you guys ever had the white sweet potatoes? Like, it's so delicious. So much better than the red, orange, whatever other sweet potato. The texture is just almost like the white potato, like a russet potato. The thickness and the creaminess, but it's sweet. And I got the caramelization, and I just, like, chef's kiss, love it. So let me see. I'm just gonna make sure I didn't miss any comments real quick. Hi Soundwave, how are you today? Thank you for coming. That's a plant-based burger to you, Joel? I u- I used to eat if that's your definition. I used to eat plant-based burgers too all the time. But now I eat the actual plant-based burgers, where it's made from vegetables. It's a definite acquired taste, like a change of the taste buds. But when you deprive your taste buds for so long, you kind of reset those things. You know, growing up, I ate a lot of salty and sugary and fatty foods. If you guys don't know, that's how I became blind. I ate a lot of that stuff, and it was so delicious, and it was so good. It was so tasty. But you know, after time, like you get so used to that, you eat more and more of it because you're like, oh, you might maybe you have like 80 grams of sugar. You're like, oh, this is so sweet, and then you keep eating it. You're at 160 grams. You're like, that's not really that sweet. I need more. You know, kind of like I would say, kind of like drugs, but exactly like drugs. So now I reset that. So now 80 grams is a lot. It's a lot of sugar. That's a lot of sugar, first of all, especially to me. Same with salt. Let's see what's it. Hi from Germany, Daniel. Hold on, let me make sure I'm. I think you're my first German friend. Are you like actually from me and you're in Germany, or are you like visiting Germany, Daniel? Do I order DoorDash? Do I order a DoorDash? What's that? There's a lyric that came to my mind I wanted to say. Like a pastor knows his wife. There's a song, Same Girl, with R. Kelly and Usher. Same girl, in my potential life, and you're just something however it goes. But I want to use that word and because but I don't even know the lyrics, so let's move on from that. I ordered DoorDash, Postmates, and they got the coupons right. They yeah, because they get expensive. They get real expensive. But they get their coupons right. But I'm ordering. I just placed a food order, grocery order. I hate grocery shopping online. It takes like 12 years for me to do it. So long. And then I had to go through some of these things I've never really ordered before just to check out the ingredients, make sure they were right. But I think I did, what did I use? Instacart for this order for a local store, and then also to order some things from Walmart because Walmart is the cheaper thing. You do the same things that way? Try to come up, be clever and stuff, and then fail hard and miserably. Can't find the right ways to say. Same girl can my potential. The future. What I know. I know it's my potential wife and your, or is it your potential? My, forget it. Just, hi Ima. Yes, I remember you're from South Africa. South Africa in the house. South Africa in the house, in the hizzy, faux shizzy. I'm such a dork. I'm a dork for real. I crack myself up, you guys. I really do. Sometimes I just have a grand time just talking to myself, talking to you guys, really. If you guys are talking, sometimes I'll just sit here and have a grand time just talking to myself. Like, no, I don't really talk to myself, but I'll have a grand time in my mind telling myself jokes and crack myself up because I think I'm hilarious. Like, if nobody else, like, who's gonna think I'm hilarious if I don't? Nobody else is gonna think I'm hilarious, so I have to do it for myself. Nobody else is gonna laugh at my jokes, so I have to laugh at. I have to laugh at. You guys don't laugh at your own jokes. Don't have it like I'm the weird one here. I'll be laughing at your own jokes. I know you guys do. I know I'm not the only one. It's okay, like you can admit it. You used to talk to your reflection. What you used to say to your reflection? Do you used to do like those affirmations that some people like, wake up and say affirmations to yourself? Is that what you used to do? You is kind. You is, what's the word? What was that? You is kind. You is smart. You is important. Impotent. It's like a line from, I don't even think I said it right. A line from that one movie, or even the book. I never read the book. Do I want to listen to the book? I never seen the movie. I never read the book. But I premise of it and what happens and so. But I was never really interested in watching that, even though I think it had great reviews and won awards and all those things. This is hurting my ear like a lot right now. I hate having a hearing aid in this ear because it always hurts. I don't know why, but it hurts a lot. So I hate having one in this ear. And it's really irritating me right now. Okay. Alright, what do you guys want to talk about today? What do you guys want to talk about today? And for those of you who are new, hi, I'm Blackout. And why should you care? I'm Blackout. I'm deaf. I wear hearing aids to hear. I'm blind. I don't see anything. I've been completely blind for about 2 years. See very little bit of light. And I've been blind for 4 years, completely blind for 2 years. And frustrated for 4 years. Or longer than that, 5 years maybe. No, 4 years. 5 years. 17 years. Probably ever since I was 15. That's when I found out I was diabetic, when I was 15. I was stupid and I was impulsive and I did like it brought me pleasure in what I wanted without any any real concept. Yeah. Just paying no never mind to caution. I took that to the wind. I just wanted what I wanted and went for what I wanted, and that was like I'm battling the food addiction up over here. But A lot better than it was before. I have gotten a lot better with eating and the types of foods I eat than before. But it took me a long time to get there and going blind to really get to this point, which is crazy. I know I was hard headed. I'm a hard headed person. I'm very hard headed. I gotta do something like 3 million times before I get like, hey, no, baby, you should stop. I'm gonna admit my flaws and my faults, okay? It's just real life. I'm not, I know, and they'll be like, I hate when people, or like, I have this, like, when people try to tell you, like, oh no, you're not this, when you totally know you are, just try to make you feel better. Like, no, I like to be honest with myself as much as I possibly can, and to recognize these things with myself, to face it. I don't want to hear emptiness, empty words. I don't do well with those at all. Like, I can be better, and I'm gonna hold myself responsible and accountable to my decisions, my actions, and try to strive better and be more disciplined. That is what it is. I was saying to who was it? My sister-in-law. I was talking to her like a few years ago, and she was like, I was like telling her like, yeah, I'm not really disciplined and stuff. And what did she say? She said, no, you're disciplined. And she kind of trailed off with the discipline, started looking in the refrigerator and everything she said. And I'm just sitting there like, bruh, like, don't play with me. I already know. I know this about myself. Don't give me. I don't want that little girl pep talk or the you're valid type thing. No, we don't do that here. I hate that so much. Let me see, because I've just been talking. I'm just going to see any comments. Yeah, okay. So no comments. Nobody else said, hey, I don't think. At least voiceover didn't tell me. Um, oh, yeah. So you've been giving me self confirmation, affirmations. Like, I'm strong. I can do this. And did it work for you? Did that really work for you? I hear a lot of people like to do that and says it works for them. It's better than like doing that self-negative talk because it really does put like a number on you. You gotta change your mindset, flip it, and reverse. Yeah, it helps you get like, what, I am strong. I can do this. Let's see. Train for a sport. I am not athletic. I do not have an athletic bone in my body. I've never trained physically before. I just trying to work out. Okay, so I was trying to work out. I think I made like a video about this. When I stayed in my place that we just moved from, before we got kicked out and all those good things. I think like some months before, I did have there was in a community had a community gym, and I had a treadmill, but I wanted to use some of the community gym like things like the ellipticals, a little bicycle thingy, all those things. They had a stair thingy that I wanted to use instead of having to go down my stairs. I wanted to use that. Oh my God, did the stairs kick my ass? But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I'm so out of shape. I really need to like get it together, but we'll figure that out. So I that gym I wanted the key because my brothers, they had, cause like I said, I stayed in that house and they had the name on these and we sublet it from them. But they had the key. They did not give us the key or the little clickers to get into the house and through the gates. So I'm like, why are y'all trying to keep the clickers? They're like, we pay money for it. Okay, well then we'll pay money for the clickers. Like, y'all don't live here anymore. Give us the clickers. Like, let us pay for it, but they just didn't want to. What's going on? The same for the key because they had the pool and the gym, but they wanted the key for the kids because they didn't move far. They moved right around the way, and they wanted the kids and them to be able to go up there to the pool and the gym, whatever. I never pool. I can't swim. My mom's not trying to use the pool. We don't go up there, so it really don't matter. But the gym ended up wanting to use that. My niece was coming over. She was gonna go with me up to the gym, help me out, and all that stuff. But she wanted to go up there too. I was like, cool. Let me get this key. So I called up my sister. I'm like, can I get the key? She's like, no. I use that. Go up there every morning. I'm like, okay, well, like, can I just get it real quick and then you come and get? She's like, no, like this. Well, she was like, no, this Mikey, like this, like we ain't giving it. I'm like, well, can we buy it? It's like, no, we keep it. I'm like, okay, but they're not paying for the amenities. Like, we're paying the bills at this house and the amenities and everything, but we don't get to use it. But we're paying for it. Y'all not paying for it. Well, we bought the key. Well, can we buy the key from you? No, then we want to buy it, but they have to go up there and get the key. And then, so in the meantime, so my brother's gonna go up there to get the key. We agreed to pay for a new one if they can go. We go to the gym. I end up going to the gym with her. I didn't want to go to the gym with her because I didn't want to, first of all, have her have, like, to ruin her session of working out and stuff, get her out of the flow. She goes really early in the morning too, and I have to get up and go that early. Okay, I don't mind doing that, but I don't want you to have to feel like you have to watch me and help me. I already know that that's probably a bother on her, and I didn't want to have that. And then also I knew my niece was coming. Her and my niece they don't really get along. And my niece is gonna help me in things like that. So, but I went with her the first time, and then the second day my niece came with us, and she was like on time, or whatever. And cause she had, like, I think like a day or two before, like, my niece and her daughters, who were best friends, but they kind of got into it a little bit, like, cause they were whatever, however it goes. So she didn't really. So then now my brother is calling them like, hey, why y'all messing with the type thing? So there's a thing going on, and we're in the gym, and there's always a security guard that comes around every so often on a schedule. So I guess the security guard comes in, just looking around, and I guess she volunteers some information, like, oh, I'm with them, or they're with me, trying to let me know that, him know that she got, like, she pretty much watches me. We feel like violence. This, I'm already on the lip code. This man doesn't know that I'm blind. I'm on the lip. He didn't see me doing anything, like. And then my niece, she looks older than 18. She looks older than me, but she's not. And but the age limit is 14. She was older than 14. I didn't know the age limit. My sister-in-law knew the age limit, but she had, like, she didn't know the age limit, and had, like, the guy told her that I couldn't be up there without someone that's over the age of 18. So I wouldn't be able. So we can't, like, even if we did get the key, that she'll have to go up there with us because we can't go on our own, which was a complete lie. I wasn't really hearing her when she told me. I was just like, okay, she's coming with some BS, but whatever. I was just like, okay. And then I was like, we're still gonna get the key anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then I guess she must have went back with my brother, so now my brother doesn't want to get the key. And so I was like, no, that's a lie. I was like, they can't do that because that's like, they're breaking some laws if they just, that's discrimination against this, whatever. And it was, like, I looked up, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna send my niece up there to ask the person. So I sent her up there. She was on the phone when she went up there and found the security guard and asked him. And he was like, no, she's like, what's the age limit? She's like, 14. So she was like, so I can come up here? And he's like, yeah, as long as you're 14. And then she was like, and if someone's blind, can they come up here and use? He was like, oh, absolutely, like, they can come up here if they want to. And she was like, if the person's 14, it was like, yeah, if you got 14, as long as they're the, minimum age requirement to be here, they can be here helping you if that's what they need and stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I thought. So she really just made up a whole thing, so I wouldn't go up there, be up there, me and my niece, because I think she was just mad at my niece. She didn't like my niece. She didn't want my niece to be able to do it. And also she just felt like she wanted to insert herself. Didn't like that very much. I was so mad. I was like, I'm just so done with them because they always do stuff like that. Heck, they always do stuff like that. It's always a misunderstanding with them. Everybody always has misunderstandings with them. Yeah, you just, oh, now you're used to training. You can just do it. Hi, Rain. How are you? I'm doing great today. Hi, Jordan Joe. Yeah. So, and then she just went off of what she thought, and that they just wouldn't want like letting the disabled people. I'm like, there's plenty of blind people that goes to the gym, and like I've seen videos. I watched Molly Breck videos, and she's always for the like disability advocacy. Like she just, I was like, there's plenty of people that know how to do it and go there and all that stuff. She just wanted to be in there. Sorry, I'm just thinking about. I'm happy to be from them, but it's just everything the way everything went with them. Like with them was always an issue. Something happened. They're always lying and twisting words, and I can't stand that. Like, why are you lying? Why are you twisting words? What's the point of all of this? You never get anything right, and then when we say something, and then go back to, then it comes back like, oh no, you misunderstood. I'm like, no, I heard you loud and clear. Like, I even clarified questions. I asked clarifying questions, make sure I was understanding what you're saying. Especially since someone like I'm disabled, so I have to like make sure I heard what you said. I would probably repeat back what you said to me that I heard to make sure I heard it right. So I'm asking questions, and then later on you want to tell me misunderstood. No, I didn't say that. And then he had, because it happened like that once, and he was like, with my brother. And then he was like, no, because I already have, cause I read that, but I already know you have a bad memory. You tell me all the time how you remember bad. I don't really have a bad memory. Maybe a little bit more now nowadays, but I have a pretty, like, I'm one of the better ones with memory of all people that I know. And you're telling me that that is exactly what you said. I asked questions. And then you want to say that, oh, well, ask, his wife is whatever, my sister-in-law. She was there. I'm like, I don't want to ask her. She's the worst person to ask. Your witness. She's going to say whatever you said. She always twisting things. She's the worst one. I would never want her to be a witness for me. Ever. Are you having dreams yet? Nightmares? Those haunted houses were starting to come back to you, huh? They were coming back to you. Haunting you in your dreams. Just haunting you in your dreams. Watching. I used to have a lot of not a lot of, would I say a lot of night terrors? Okay, so one fact I've learned is that when you're blind, you have more nightmares than someone who is sighted. That's interesting, but I feel like I always had a lot of nightmares. I'm a tortured soul. Um, oh my gosh, I've had that. What was that? Sleep paralysis once in the traditional sense of a sleep paralysis, and then after that, I kind of have like some other weird type of things. Like I don't know. I've had a lot of like, and I had like night terrors a little bit. In my adult life, I haven't had. It never happened when I was a kid. And when I looked it up, it seemed like a lot of kids have them more so than adults. But what was my last dream? I don't remember. I always remember, like, I usually have a pretty nice memory, like in my dreams and things, or what I'm thinking in my dreams, and kind of remember them vividly. I don't think I remember, or at least for the first, yeah, at least for the first few minutes of my dream, even when I wake up to reality. Just want to see. But yeah, I have a lot of. I remember one. Oh my gosh! I remember one night terror. I was out in Atlanta visiting my aunt and my cousins. I was out there watching her. I went to go watch my one of my cousins' babies for her. Cause I just moved to the south, and so went out there to watch her baby to make some money. And I was asleep in the room, and I was laying there, and it was like I guess I was half asleep, half awake. Thought I was, oh, I don't know, I don't know. And I just remember seeing like creepy shadows. I don't know, spidery like something big. I don't know. My mind like straight. And I jumped out. Like I think I was asleep. I was totally asleep. And my body jumped up. My body acted, and I jumped out of bed. And I waking up while jumped out of, like, I'm standing there, like, I know it just happened, like, I just jumped out of bed, but I'm like, in real life, my body really reacted and jumped out of bed. I never had that happen before. I totally cried, and I started praying to God. I was like, God, I don't know, please. I started, like, now I'm why, but I know I'm telling God sorry, and I was, like, repenting for just whatever. I was just so sorry. I had tears streaming down my face. Didn't know what was going on. How long ago was that? That was 10 years ago. I was like 23, 'cause that's when I moved out there when I was 23. So that was 10 years ago. Listen. Oh, wow. Did you watch them? Did you do something beforehand? Have something weird before you went to bed? Yeah, the worst nightmare I ever had. I don't really recall. Like, I know I think the last one I had was maybe a couple weeks ago. And I woke up, I hated that dream so much. I can't exactly remember it now. I think it was, who was, some kind of celebrity girl was in there. I don't think it was in there. Who was it? Was it Ariana? I don't know. Just some random celebrity girl was in there too. Maybe Miranda Cosgrove. I have no idea. It was a random celebrity girl. But the only part that I do remember is being in the house. I don't know if we were like watching a movie thing, and then like it was nighttime, and in the backyard, I guess there was like a man or something with a mask. You guys ever seen Saw? I've never seen Saw, but I think I know the mask that thing wears, Jigsaw or something. Thing he come in, and then we're all running around screaming because it's about to try to kill us. And that's all I remember. It was very scary at the time in the dream. I didn't really explain it well, but it was when you ever at night and you just see something out through the sliding glass door, like that's freaking. I have a heart attack. Yeah, you're always out there inline skating. You will not miss a day. No, I did not listen to them yet. I will today. I keep forgetting. I was like, okay, I'm gonna copy and I'm gonna paste this into my YouTube search. I'm gonna do this a little, I'll do this first, and then hopefully I'll get to it later. I promise. Hopefully, I don't want to promise because then I don't want to be a liar. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to make sure I do that a little later. If I remember, hopefully I can remember. Just copy and paste. Copy and paste. Okay. Probably want to check on your health a little bit. But sometimes nightmares and stuff like that and things or weird stuff can just be induced by like health issues. Not to put anything out there like that, but just something to consider. Well, let's see something. I'm just checking out something. Yeah. But how are you guys' weekend going? How are you guys' weekend going? I didn't talk to you guys yesterday because I don't do Saturdays. I didn't talk to a lot of you guys on Friday. I did talk to Soundwave. Thank you, Soundwave. You're always showing up. You a real one for real. And Yima, what's up? You were there too. Thank you guys for coming and talking to me and keeping me company. Is Todd in here? Because he didn't come last time either. I think he came right at the end and said, "Am I late?" And I think that's right when my thing cut off. And then they said he was going to come in today. We'll see. Toddy boy. Toddler Jordan, something like that. We'll see. And Rand, I don't think you showed up either. So what do you guys got going on? What do you guys want to talk about today? What do you guys want to talk about today? What do you guys want to talk about today? Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's talk. Let's chat. Because I talked about my nightmares. Well, I used to love dreaming. I think that was like sleep. Oh my gosh, I used to love sleep. That's my coping mechanism. That was my escape into dreams. Just escape into a dream world. Okay? I don't really like sleeping all that. There was a time where I actually hated sleeping because I had a lot of those like a thing, something like trying to choke me out of my sleep, like steal my life force type thing. Didn't really like that too much. I was calling on God. I was like, oh, they trying to get me. They trying to get me out here. But didn't like those things. I didn't like sleeping a lot. There's no longer sleeping's no longer the thing that I like to go for, like escapism. It's like, oh, now it's just too depressing. And then that, like back in the day, like dreams were like I'm being chased by something, and I'm a serial killer. They never get me though. But I feel like now in my dreams they kind of me. Do I see? I absolutely do. I see and hear everything. I don't think I really pay too much. Like I guess I hear everything. Like it's kind of like not necessarily like hearing. It's just like as much as knowing. But, I do see things in my dreams like pretty vivid. Sometimes they're pretty vividly. I think sometimes I have like these dreams. They make like a cool movie, a show, a book idea. I'm like, oh, that would have been a good movie. Like that was a. It just played out in my mind. My little dream movies. I sometimes have some good cinema in my dreams. Sometimes I have some very disturbing cinema in my dreams. I'm like, what the hell was that? What's going on in there? Don't know if that was. Oh, you went to see my face before you went to sleep on Saturday. My week is okay. Didn't do much. I don't do much these days. Like I said, I'm going to figure out how to do the pottery thing because I really want to do that. So I'm gonna have to make sure I remember that I need to go check out that class. Cause I need to get out. I need to